We are continuing to cover this breaking news tonight, and I want to welcome in the governor of West Virginia, Patrick Morrisey. Governor, appreciate you being with us. I wish it were under different circumstances. We are praying for you, your state, and these two brave National Guardsmen that were shot today in Washington. What can you tell us about their condition right now?
Well, obviously, this is a fluid situation, so I know that the doctors are on the ground are going to know more, but obviously, these are two guardsmen that were brazenly shot in Washington, D.C. It's obviously very, very severe, and I'm going to let the medical folks provide the updates, but I can tell you this much. These are folks that were working, doing their jobs in Washington, D.C. I know that they were excited about the mission, and we know that the mission had been very successful. These are guardsmen that have been out there over the last 6 months as they had really reduced crime and been out in front of that, and they wanted to be there. They wanted to expand their mission. So yeah. I can tell you they're brave, courageous people.
Governor, I don't want to put you in an uncomfortable position, and I appreciate and respect everything you just said. And we are praying for these two members of the National Guard. Does it appear like they are going to make it?
You know, I'm probably not going to speculate. That's probably not a good thing to do. All I can say is we're praying so much for these folks. And I can tell you that this was an unspeakable act of violence and political targeting, and we're very deeply disturbed about it. That's why I'm so insistent we're going to get to justice at the end of this process.
Okay. I want to talk about this suspect and just how shocking this is. But before I lay this out, Joe Biden, the former president, tweeted that Jill and I are heartbroken that two members of the National Guard were shot outside the White House. Violence of any kind is unacceptable. We must all stand united against it. We are praying. And now we just learned that this suspect is a 29-year-old Muslim national from Afghanistan who came here in 2021 when Joe Biden was president, very likely illegally. We don't have that confirmed yet, but what's your reaction to that?
Well, I can say this. If this is the individual and he is the one who did this, he needs to be subject to the full fury of the law. You know, everyone's innocent until proven guilty, but we have to make sure that justice is served in this case, and that's so critical. So we always have to watch at the beginning. There's a lot that goes on. I want to make sure that whoever's ultimately proven guilty, that they pay the ultimate price. Yeah.
Did you speak with President Trump this evening yet?
I did. So I spoke with President Trump earlier, and I could tell you that we were talking about this situation, and he was beside himself because he knows that he believes in the courage of the brave guardsmen and everything that they're doing. He knows that West Virginia has done a lot to really be supportive of the president's mission and the efforts to make D.C. safer. So he was really extending his heart out to the families. And he made a specific point of saying, can you please, when you talk to the families, mention this, how much he cares. And so we're going to take that message all across West Virginia. We're going to make sure that the families know about that. Because we know the president has West Virginia's back.
There's a reason they say country road, take me home, and it's West Virginia, sir, and not another state. I want to play you a soundbite from one of your fellow governors. This is J.B. Pritzker talking about the National Guard, and we bring this up because we think that it's rhetoric like this that led to what happened today. Take a look.
Other than fighting crime, that's the first thing they should understand. The second is it's an attack on the American people by the President of the United States. Now, he may disagree with a state that didn't vote for him, but should he be sending troops in? No.
You said he has other aims. What are the other aims?
The other aims are that he'd like to stop the elections in 2026.
Okay. Sir, your reaction to that?
Listen, it's hard to defend some of the political rhetoric that's out there, but I will tell everyone my focus right now, it's on the guardsmen. It's ensuring that the people of West Virginia know that we're standing behind these brave men and women. And I don't know all the details about what everyone is saying. I can tell you this. I've received so many messages tonight from governors, bipartisan, across the country, just expressing sympathy and sorrow for everything happened. So there may be some bad apples in the mix, but there are a lot of good people looking out for West Virginia right now.
You're darn right, and we're right there with you, Governor. We are thinking about you. We are praying for these two members of the National Guard, and we're praying for a happy ending to all of this, if that's possible. Governor Patrick Morrisey, thank you so much for being with us tonight. We appreciate it, sir.
Hey, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
All right. Coming up, so you might not have heard of this, but trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney, the guy who doomed Bud Light, he now thinks that he's Jesus, and he's performing in a Broadway show where he thinks he's Jesus. We'll take you there in Finnerty Files next. Stay with us.
Hey, Josh, this Christmas, man, what are you gifted? Gifted.
Josh, where are your pants?
'Twas the heart before Christmas and before the night's done. Shooting guard Josh Hart will gift everyone. In his Tommy John underwear, he glides down the stairs with last-minute gifts to show that he cares. Stuck for ideas and don't know where to start? Go to TommyJohn.com and
gift from the heart.
Hi there, I'm Dean Heskin, President and CEO of Swiss America. With trillions of dollars vanishing from the stock portfolios of retiring Americans, many hardworking people I speak with are concerned about the holdings in their IRAs. But I have good news for you. Our team at Swiss America can show you how easy it is to own gold in your IRA. You see, even with economic turmoil all around us, gold continues to not only be a safe haven, but is also increasing to all-time highs. The volatility of markets has created a lot of undue stress for people. Wouldn't you like that peace of mind that diversifying into metals can provide? For over 40 years, Swiss America has helped people just like you own precious metals in your IRAs. So don't miss this opportunity. Call or text our team at the number on your screen to receive a free copy of our Gold IRA brochure today.
I'm an artist, and I'm in my studio. I'm hearing the ads about Relief Factor, and I've got pain in my neck, and it's getting worse, and I'm thinking, well, I'm going to go ahead and order this. 2 weeks later, and I've got much better range of motion. I'm able to carry these big canvases around. I'm just very, very grateful that I gave the product a try.
If pain is affecting your life, give Relief Factor a try. Call or go online. Get your 3-week quick start for only $19.95. Fight pain naturally with Relief Factor.
Growing up, kids face a lot of stress. Girls on the Run turns that stress into strength. Through fun activities, girls build confidence and learn life skills like managing emotions and resolving conflict. Doing this work for 2 decades has shown me that youth mental health is complex. Every girl is unique, and there isn't one simple fix. Let's come together to empower girls, support parents, and strengthen families.
Invest in Ukraine now. Ukraine is rebuilding, innovating, and shaping the future. Because Ukraine is the potential. Kyivstar is Ukraine's leading digital operator. Invests in Ukraine's connectivity, entertainment, ride-hailing, healthcare, and innovation. It's time to think opportunity. It's time to think Ukraine now.
You eat clean, work out, and track your health, but you're setting yourself up for failure in your office. A bad chair might be undoing all that you do. Time to upgrade to an Anthros chair. Research shows the real foundation of a healthier sit is pelvis support. That's why our patented precision posture system supports the upper and lower spine independently. The Anthros chair is built around the true science of sitting. Fixing how you sit is the easiest healthy habit you can build. Try the Anthros chair, risk-free for 60 days.
I'm former Navy SEAL Cade Courtley. In the military, when your gear fails, people can die. That's why in a blackout, I trust the new Patriot Power Generator 2200X. When food needs to stay cold, when your medical device has to run all night, when your family needs you, this generator will not fail you. Just $299 down, ships fast and free, plus a free 200-watt solar panel. Be prepared. Go to 4patriots.com and get your generator with free solar panel.
All right, tonight in Finnerty Files, here's a story for you. So imagine you've got a monthly car payment. The last thing you need is another headache. And then you get in a car accident. It happens to everybody with an uninsured driver like this.
What do you mean, no?
You have confidence, no.
Yeah, I will call the police.
No.
You just pulled out in front of my car, and now you're saying that it's... I don't even know what to do.
No, because you want hair color.
I what?
Color. I have hair color.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Illegal alien.
Here, You see that dent right there?
Yeah, you see that right there? You can't wipe that with a baby wipe. Wait for it here. Doesn't speak English, wants to use baby wipes and hair color. Here she is with the baby wipes. That's for a baby's bottom, not the side of your celica. Okay? Baby wipe, no, that doesn't work right there. This is, America is turning into the third world, and that is an example of it. By the way, hair color, hair color, do you put hair color on a car? I don't know. I don't think so. Hey, what's going on? Do you guys do, I want to frost the tips, and then could you do my celica out front? All right, now this one is a joke. Not intended to be a joke, but it is a joke. But this is a joke. Remember, Dylan Mulvaney, so that's the trans influencer. Guy thinks he's a girl, destroyed Bud Light forever. Well, now he thinks he's Jesus.
What did Jesus do when they sentenced him to die? Did he try to run away? Or did he just break down and cry? No, Jesus dug down deep, knowing what he had to do. When faced with his own death, Jesus knew that he had to man up. And now it's up to me, and it's time to man up.
Wait for this part right here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. People, Democrats, liberals, are going to a box office and spending money to see what you're seeing right now. Dylan Mulvaney was a man, thinks he's a woman now, wants to be called a woman, and is now lecturing men on how to man up playing Jesus in a play that people bought. Look at them. They're like, Jesus, it's a terrible play. When's intermission, honey? This is terrible. Next, don't you dare smile, joke, or even look at someone's hair in a mean way. It might land you in jail. Apparently, hair is now a protected class.
Human Relations Commission. The same would happen for our bill, because now hair discrimination is part of the protected class of race, which is in the PA Human Relations Act. So they could call their statewide Pennsylvania Human Relations Commission, and there are also satellite offices all across the state.
That just ended Josh Shapiro's chances of being president in 2028. The governor there, Josh Shapiro, says Pennsylvanians are being fired because of their natural hair color, particularly black people. Next, Venezuela is deeply worried about an American invasion, and they look prepared. Yep, there he is. It's the captain. There we go. They're making sure everything's clear. Go, guys. If there are American planes, you fire. There's the media. There we go. Whoa. Careful. Hey, all right, let's go down and get him. Watch the guy with the gun. Watch the guy with the gun. Look at him holding the gun. That's an official way to hold a gun right there. So they got the media out there so they can put that in the Venezuelan newspapers. I don't think they're super prepared for us, but they are training to take down American fighter jets from rooftops in their largest city, and they are using bottle rockets. Okay. Next, apparently the hair discrimination is really bad. It's so bad, black professors at the University of Minnesota say we're in the midst of a whiteness pandemic.
We posit that there is a whiteness pandemic behind the racism pandemic, and that this begins in the family system, where young children are socialized into the culture of whiteness within white families. The first is for white parents to invest time in their own racial identity development through joining an organization like Showing Up for Racial Justice or your local BLM chapter.
Yeah, University of Minnesota, can't wait to sign up for that. Here's a solution. This is her solution. Join a corrupt BLM chapter and then get brainwashed into how evil white people are. Next, now, you know that Democrats have a problem when a sitting U.S. senator from the state of Arizona says that other Democrats are basically ugly. Men are not manly, women are not feminine. These are the text messages right here. We keep getting this stuff. This is not my opinion. This is his opinion. Ruben Gallego saying Democrats are not allowing men to be men, not allowing women to be hot. Democrat women look like men, and Democrat men look like women. We don't normally agree with Democrats, but in this case, we are happy to agree with Democrats. Okay, on another note is next. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Don't miss this. Stay with us.
Big media will never stop their antics, their bias, their ugly insinuations, their nasty attacks. Well, they may never stop, but I will never stop exposing them.
A peace plan for Gaza. For the plan to advance, Hamas must disarm. Instead,
tonight, terrifying images emerging from Gaza. Videos show Hamas-linked gunmen carrying out a public execution as they return to the streets.
Hamas on a rampage, executing Palestinians, bloody crackdown, spreading terror. For freedom, not terror, Hamas must go.
This shirt is a must-have in your closet. I was tired of floppy collars, so I got this shirt I saw on TV. The brand is called Collars & Co. They make a regular stretchy golf shirt, but the top has a firm collar on it. No dry cleaning needed, and the collars stay stiff all day.
Buy 3, get 1 free this holiday only at collarsandgo.com.
PCmatic's Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals are going on now. For a limited time, when you buy PCmatic Antivirus, you get PCmatic VPN for free. Protect up to 5 devices with our easy-to-use American-made security. You get award-winning antivirus, lightning-fast VPN for total privacy, plus limited US-based phone support. Get industry-leading protection that's built by Americans to protect America. Don't wait. Visit PCmatic.com now before it's too late.
My heart has experienced life-changing wins, losses, and countless miles. To keep living at my speed, I trust Cunol CoQ10. CoQ10 is the #1 cardiologist-recommended supplement for heart health. Cunol, the brand I trust.
Whether you're a professional driver or just a fan, vehicle breakdowns are costly.
It started tugging.
The last thing I remember is just the engine cut out.
I knew pretty quickly that I had a pretty severe issue on my hands.
If your check engine light comes on tomorrow, the repair could easily cost thousands.
Imagine me paying out of pocket $4,000 or $5,000.
I was not ready to spend a few $1,000s.
It was like almost a $6,000 job.
But with Endurance, you could never pay out of pocket for a costly repair again. Plus, your rate stays the same no matter how many claims you file.
I've had 5 claims for over $12,000.
I've had 6 claims worth over $4,000.
I've had 3 claims and saved over $3,700.
I've had 2 claims for over $4,600, and my rate hasn't changed.
Use any certified mechanic you want. Just bring your car in, and Endurance will pay them direct. All major parts are covered.
What I like about Endurance, they don't play games, there's no middleman. They're a solid company.
With Endurance, your car repair costs go way down, while your car's life expectancy goes way up, allowing you to drive more and pay less.
Something is going to break down. Make Endurance pay for it.
They covered a $14,000 engine replacement.
So, who's going to pay for your next car repair? You or Endurance?
Whether you put 10,000 or 100,000 miles a year on your car, if it's less than 20 years old, Endurance has you covered with unlimited miles. Plus, your plan covers 24/7 roadside assistance anywhere in the country. Call right now to get $300 off any plan, plus a full year of our top-tier elite benefits, a $2,000 value free. And all Endurance plans come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. But you have to act now.
Call 833-608-8739 or visit EnduranceWarranty.com.
All right, welcome back. On another note tonight, Thanksgiving is tomorrow, and I think that we have a lot to be thankful for. Donald Trump won last November. Why not talk about it? I say bring it up. Every year, we are told not to bring it up. Every year that Donald Trump has been president, it's the same thing. They say, the media, don't talk Politico at Thanksgiving. Don't do it. Why not? I say talk politics. They never said that when Obama was president. Why do you think the country is so divided? You think maybe it has something to do with the two sides never actually talking, even family and friends? Probably. We say talk politics. And if you happen to support Donald Trump, you shouldn't have to cower in fear over Thanksgiving dinner at your own house because your aunt or your weird cousins voted for Kamala. You won the popular vote, you won all 7 battleground states. Winning is okay, so enjoy Thanksgiving. And we say, talk about whatever you want to talk about. Talk Trump. Cheers. We have a lot to be thankful for. Have a great Thanksgiving.